do struggle with discipline, start to do things that are uncomfortable consistently. So do one thing every day that makes you uncomfortable. Or maybe, like I said, cold shower. Whatever it is that makes you uncomfortable. I don't know, whatever makes you uncomfortable, lean into that and then train your body to do it anyway for like maybe a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And then once you get over that, you'll realize it's not that difficult anyway, and you actually probably don't hate it so much. But what that does, it trains the brain so that when you do come into an uncomfortable situation, or you do come up against your emotions that are telling you not to do your yoga practice, not to go to the gym, not to meditate, not to do things that you have said you were going to do, because that's ultimately what discipline is. You said you were going to do something and you didn't do it, right? When those emotions arise and you've committed to something, for example, writing my book or recording this podcast, right? When you've committed to that, when you start to train your brain to overcome the emotions, it becomes so much easier when you have to push through things that you don't actually want to do, but you know you've got to do. And usually the power actually lies in the things that we don't want to do. Most of the power and the things that are going to create us momentum to move us forward are in the space of the things that we don't want to do. 9 times out of 10, they are things that we have to do, but we don't want to do because we don't feel like it. So that's what I would lean into. I would start to train the brain that it actually is fine to do uncomfortable things and it's fine to show up anyway, because you're not always going to be motivated. You're not always going to have the drive. There's always going to be something in the way or some kind of distraction or some kind of noise in your head to tell you to stop doing things. And that's when you lean into the discipline, not the motivation, not the drive, none of that kind of stuff. You lean into, okay, we're doing this anyway, even though it's uncomfortable, right? So that would be my biggest tip of how to push through things that you don't want to push through.